Technology is no longer a tool. It's how contractors do business. 20 years ago, we saw how BIM disrupted construction. It changed how builders deliver services and opened a floodgate of innovation. As the role of technology has continued to evolve, it has integrated into every aspect of construction, from design to estimating, all the way through closeout and building maintenance. Technology is the central nervous system of construction today. Pepper Construction is one construction company that truly understands this. This Chicago-based company has a unique approach for integrated construction services. Here to tell us all about it is Jennifer Suerth, who's the Vice President of Technical Services at Pepper Construction. Jennifer, welcome to the show.
Hi, it's great to be here.
Jennifer, I'm so delighted because we've talked so many times about what Pepper's doing and what you're doing, but let's talk about this integrated services and technology in general and what you guys are all about.
Yeah, so I manage our technical services team, and that really encompasses a lot to do with virtual design and construction and BIM, as well as MEP coordination. So what that really means to those out there that don't really know is anything from 3D coordination to virtual reality, augmented reality, drone operations, laser scanning, you name it. Anything where technology is really touching our business, we're going to be there along the side, just really working together. That group at Pepper is part of a bigger umbrella, which we call Integrated Construction Services. Our ICS group is pre-construction, technical services, high performance, safety, and quality. So all of our groups are working together closely throughout all the projects in our organization, really helping implement our services across the board.
So let's talk about that. When we talk about technology, and one of the things you talked about just now is augmented reality, virtual reality, would we ever have thought that construction would have evolved to use those kind of terms right now? Because we're really seeing that, and you're using things that I couldn't have imagined in construction in this day. Where are we now, and how are you seeing technology evolve in construction?
Yeah, so I think it's funny because I started in the design side. So a lot of people think, when they think of this technology, they think designers are using it, which they are, but construction's really pushing it. So 20 years ago, when VDC really came into the industry, it was mostly for 3D coordination. So taking models, running clash detection, looking at mechanical, electrical, and plumbing systems. Where we're at today now is we're really pushing it further. We're really looking at the information in that technology. So all the way from upfront planning through to the end, when we're handing over information to those owners. It's more than just coordinating buildings now. It's about using data.
And looking at that, that's a great expression of talking about using data, because construction is really trying to understand what that big data that we talk about. Are we actually going to see construction leading the charge in understanding, because we're collaborating in the field better than we ever did, from the field to the job site, all the way to the office? Is that changing the way communication, collaboration, when we talk about BIM, all of those things that we are now seeing when we talk about information?
Yeah, no, I mean, we're really, I always say when our teams are running coordination is we're the master modeler or coordinator. So we're taking all the information that we're getting from design teams, from owners, from trades and subcontractors, our own models, and really tie them together. We're often actually putting in extra information that we need for our own operations. That could be parameters to track pricing. It could be energy modeling. We're doing energy analysis modeling now at Pepper Construction. Anything you name it, owners are now requiring us to track assets for operations and maintenance. So we're already creating these models at a fabrication level. We can add extra parameters in there that they can use downstream. Because really, at the end of the day, it's all about how their buildings operate.
Let's talk about our next generation, the millennials, and getting them excited about being into construction, because that's what we see. We see right now we're going to have a job shortage, a skill shortage, so to speak. How do we get our next generation excited, from both millennials to even other women, to see that construction is really a sophisticated industry and not this grungy, in the work, dirty kind of job? It's really an exciting, sophisticated industry.
Yeah, I think they should just come out and see a job site or come to our office. I think a lot of people don't realize all the things we're doing. I mean, you see people going to school and wanting to be gamers, and they come to our office and realize we're using this technology in construction.
In the cranes, right?
Yeah.
It's highly...
We're building these buildings before they're even, constructed. constructed, not only coordinating but planning. So we're looking at sequencing as he's building up where those cranes go, where the trucks go, and sometimes actually putting it in VR and walking the job sites to plan. So I think as people are moving up in their careers and they're coming out of school, they should really just look at all the opportunities that they can have in construction. It's very, very exciting time to be joining the industry.
Is that something we have to let our youth understand, that technology has changed so quickly, the opportunities they haven't even thought are boundless?
Oh yeah, I tell everyone that our job changes daily. So what I was doing even 5 years ago is not what I'm doing today, and it's just going to continue to evolve. And honestly, a lot of that innovation is coming from the field and these project teams. So we get to really help mold the way this future's going as we're working with technology.
One final question before you go. Where do you see construction or the city of the future? Because we now talk about spaces are going to change, smart cities, things like this. How do you see Pepper's role in that? Because I imagine you guys are talking about the way cities are going to shape and change and our spaces are going to be reconfigured. Do you see that? You talk a lot about that?
Yeah, well, I first think the role as a VDC engineer or, whatever, BIM coordinators, anybody, there's lots of different titles, is really going to start to blend with some of the other roles. So I don't picture VDC going away, I just picture it changing. So we're actually at Pepper really conscious of that. So we're rotating people through our positions so that there are team members that will come into our tech service group, learn this technology, and then go run a project. So they're able to actually blend between our ICS group and the field. Additionally, I think predictive analytics is going to be huge in our industry. We're collecting tons and tons of data right now, and I think you always hear data overload. People don't know what to do with it. Well, I think predictive analytics is the next step. We can start using that data, predict where there may be issues in the field, and start using that information to really help plan, because it's all about planning up front to be able to see the value at the end.
Well, there you have it. You're learning it all right there from Pepper Construction. Jennifer, thank you so much for being with us. So there's someone you should know. And stick around. We've got so much more to come and learning so much more about what's happening not only in your city, but in our city here in Chicago. So it's all exciting time in construction.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.